This person says, "Mo money, mo problems." It is true. And you're like, "Oh, I wish I had those problems." Believe me, like, we all do. But at the same time, they are still legitimate problems, and you will have to deal with those if you come into large amounts of money. And if you don't know how to deal with them, and if you don't have the professionals to be able to help you, you will likely go bankrupt in 3 to 5 years. That's why 75% of lottery winners go bankrupt in 3 to 5 years. There's a lot of good practices in there, but you know, keep it close to the vest. Don't be telling everybody. We've talked about the family board and financial committee play before, but I'll touch on that again. I gave that in a speech last weekend at Laughlin's Deal, because there was a lady that asked about, people coming to ask for favors or money. The way that I mitigate that in a respectful way is that I put a family board in place that has some outside family members. You know who your brothers and sisters are, good people, confidants, advisors, mentors to you that can be on that board that help you make good decisions. And then you have a financial committee that does the due diligence on the deals, and they have, a lane of the types of investments that the family should make, and then the minimums or the maximums that they can invest without going to the board. And so if you have a family member or a friend that comes to you with a business idea or asks for money, you can say, yes, we would love to do that if you would just put a pro forma together and a business plan and pitch deck, and then give that to our financial committee, which Digital Wealth Partners can be your financial committee. They will look over it. If it meets our specifications on what we're able to invest in or provide money to for a loan, then they will, they would love to make that investment or that loan to you. Most people aren't going to have any of those things. They're not going to even bring them. And if they do bring them, sometimes they're really crappy and they just, half-assed it and it's not good enough. And then the financial committee is the bad guy and it's not you. Or it actually ends up being a really good opportunity. And it gets vetted and you give them the money and you guys both bank a bunch of money together. That's an infrequent one, but it's occasional. So, but they can't get mad at you. You didn't tell them no. You said, we would love to. It's just got to meet this system and process and criteria that we have in place. And that way, you actually have a system for how this is going to work.